All right, welcome to the April, sorry, turn the camera on. April PTSA meeting. I feel like I'm all out of it. We're gonna start the meeting?
Yep.
All
I
right,
don't need a motion, but
Okay.
I recorded the time.
all right, thank you. All right, and we have a motion to approve the March meeting minutes that were distributed.
We don't need a
No,
motion.
the other, okay. Votes or e-votes since the last meeting?
We
I
haven't
don't have
had
any.
any.
Okay. Well, Sarah?
Hi.
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 All right, so we have the president's report on the PTA slate. We have two representatives here today. Hold on, sorry about that. All right, it's been set. We do have one open position, which are the grants. Well, this is proposed, right? We'll let it sit and then we vote at the next meeting. There is a grant position open. Talked to last grant. She said with her work and other responsibilities, other boards, it was a lot for her. So if you know anybody, recruit friends, family to go here or whatever, for that position. And then, there is one other open position, which is the fundraising, which we didn't have it was open this year as well.
Mhm.
So we could, evaluate that as you go along. We do have Staff Appreciation Week coming up, May 1st to the 5th. Student government's heavily involved. I did get our chairs and Stuco together on an email. So they start talking about how we can help, and how we can, well, not duplicate efforts
Mhm.
on what we can do for that, right? So they're all working together. We have a lot of money set aside for that, and want to make sure that it gets maximized in every single way possible. Volunteer of the Year, has closed. There are two nominations. Oh, I have the old agenda. There are two nominations, Alyssa and Andy. Alyssa got one nomination. I'm sorry, Alyssa got one, and Andy, you got two nominations. Okay, so we will take these out to, I did create the form today, to vote. I'm outlining who's who. Pardon me?
Everybody please vote for Alyssa. She's great. She really is.
And we'll run this to the end of the month, to the 30th, and then that'll be announced. And after that, we'll announce it also at the next board meeting, and then there is a awards banquet following up from that. And that's going to be on May 18th. Locations TBD. I have not volunteered Seaholm. They said they're going to have it in Berkshire.
Perfect.
I keep pushing them that. It's a Berkshire, right? It's a Berkshire. So I'll find out next week is the district meeting, kind of where that is. But when you get, so the new board that comes on will be sworn in. You get an invitation and 6:30 reception, 7 o'clock presentation. It's a reflections banquet as well. So a lot of great presentations, pretty neat, from what you see there. Jennifer's not here, treasurer's report. If there's anybody has any outstanding, receipts they need to get reimbursed, get it in ASAP. So we can close the books out and see what we have by the end of the year. And then I'll give Jennifer and find out really where we are, how much is out there. If there's any end of year grants that we could potentially provide. Last year we provided, lighting for the auditorium. And a last grant bid, and the goal of the PTA, is to end of the year at really nothing in reserves, because everyone's giving, and they want to see those funds pseudo depleted within the year that their students are here, right? And then you re-roll next year. If your benefit, we carry about a $32,000 budget every year, through fundraising and efforts, e-funds and everything. And that slides and fluctuates based on economic conditions, I'm imagining. Okay.
Attendance and things like that. I mean,
Sorry?
attendance, enrollment.
No, yeah, 100%. Yep. And those that join the PTSA, right? And all those dues, everything there, 100%. Yep. We get a lot of people that join. We also, solicit you. If you don't feel comfortable joining, you can just donate, make a donation, try to make it easy for them. Mr. Wicker,
Wonderful. For those of us who are here, it's very pleasantly temperatured here in the media center. I'm going on the record. I have requested to our friends in maintenance that we are ready to turn the air conditioning on. They pointed out that it's supposed to be 46 or something on Saturday. I said we would be fine. We could put a sweatshirt on. It will be okay. We are in the middle of testing week. The SAT went really, really well today. Not too many kids missed it. The gym was pretty nicely temperatured. We had a good time. We have 2 more half days, but the reverse half days on Wednesday and Thursday. So that schedule is on our website. It went out in the e-news. You can find it on the PTSA Seaholm website. There's lots of great things going on. Spring sports are, of course, in full swing. I had the pleasure of attending the first ever boys volleyball game. It was against Groves.
I heard about that.
After watching a lot of high-end Seaholm girls volleyball, the boys team, there is some room for growth there. They have a lot of heart and they're doing really, really
A
well.
lot of heart.
But well, just
Yeah.
a buddy of mine, his son plays on the Groves team. I saw him at the game, and the Groves coach informed the boys that there are individual girls at Groves who know more about volleyball than all of them put together. And you could see, but they
Who's
had a
the
lot.
coach here? Who's our-
It's the same coach as our girls varsity
Okay.
team. So and the boys had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. It's definitely
Yeah.
worth going to if you haven't had the opportunity. But a lot of great things going on: softball, water polo, and baseball. Lots of track. So lots of good sports going on. Lots of culminating activities. So keep watching e-news for dates. We have the underclassmen awards night. We have the senior awards night.
Mhm.
We have lots of different recognitions for kids. Shameless plug, this Sunday is the Birmingham Education Foundation Paddle and Par event.
Oh, wow.
So you can find those tickets at supportbef.org. It is at Paddle and Par right there on Southfield Road. It doesn't matter if you've never played pickleball before or if you're a pickleball expert. There are people that teach. We have skill competitions, farthest drive, closest to the pin, food, drinks. It's going to be a great time. So you can find those tickets on the BF website, and I will be there. So should be a great time. But yeah, so it's not that I'm counting, but we have 8 weeks and 3 days left of school. So we just need to make sure that, we have entered our 4th quarter. We sent out the email you might have seen about Water Wars. As a reminder, Water Wars is not an official Birmingham Public School activity, and we endorse nothing that what the young people do. But my mother called the police on someone waiting in our backyard for my brother to get home. So just be aware that, there might be some extra hijinks going on. But yeah, so we are just winding down the school year. It's been a great year, and I look forward to a strong finish.
Awesome. Thank you. Nothing from Katie, or Katie. You'll have to get with her based on the last grants. And then, new business, senior night is set up June 7th, 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. at the hub. There are volunteer opportunities. There are also, giving opportunities in terms of baskets, college themed baskets, general baskets, gift certificates. I think there's an Amazon, wish list, a link as well. If you want to give, that's great. I want to volunteer, that's great. I'm running popcorn for 2 shifts there. That'll be fun. Who doesn't like popcorn? But check the Facebook site. And then all tiles and yard signs can be purchased through youth funds as well.
Great.
Guys, want to introduce yourselves while we're here? So we go on record?
You want us to? I'm Stacy Lusky. I will be the new treasurer for the 2026-2027 school year.
Great. Did you meet with Jen yet?
I have not. I've
Okay.
reached out to her,
Great.
but it was spring break time, so.
Yeah.
And I'm Lisa Young, and I will be the vice president for the 26-27 school year.
Okay, awesome, awesome, welcome.
Okay.
With that, motion to conclude the meeting?
I'll motion.
Okay,
I'll second.
all right.
That was
quick
the
and efficient.
fastest meeting I've ever seen.
They're usually pretty quick.
Yeah,
Late.
I reached out to her, but I assumed that it was spring break because I reached out right before. I live next to Kevin, so like I've been to her house and